Okay, record. Hello, everyone, and hello to Diane. How are you doing, Diane?
Hi, Cynthia. Happy to meet again.
Absolutely. It's always good to share this way. So let's start with a prayer, and then we can begin. Great Spirit, we ask for your protection as we join with the world of spirit. We ask that you would help us to open our minds, to open our hearts, and to open our lives to the information that comes through. And we ask that you would bless what we are doing here. Amen. So we greet you once again, and we greet with great love the Lady Diane. And as we draw toward you all, we connect you all with those in spirit world who love you, those who are your guides, your protectors, and those who were family and friends, family in the form of people, animals, and even plants. We connect you with the energy of love to all. And the topic that has been chosen for today's discussion is longing to feel that you belong. And it is a very important topic at this point because so much has changed within your world. And that means that many have grown apart from those who used to be their family, their tribe. And so there is now this need to seek again, to find where you belong with this new energy level that you have within the world. And it is so important that you understand that there is a connection to those who meet you energetically. You are not alone. It is just a matter of seeking again for this connection, this sense of belonging. Let us ask the Lady Diane, the cards that you have drawn, which information, what information do the ancestors provide for these?
Well, with the 10 of Cups I selected with the help of my ancestors and guides. I selected the 10 of Cups from my ancestral tarot deck. And you can see from the imagery that there's a calling to go home, to almost tribal, but just to get back over the bridge to that sense of belonging. But for me, it's particularly relevant as well. I realized today, because it relates to over Rainbow Bridge, and it's exactly one week today that my little kitty babes crossed over to the spirit world. So
Yes.
There's that longing to connect with loved ones and pets on the other side over Rainbow Bridge, but also to feel like we have a tribe here in this world, that sense of belonging, which many of us are aspiring to experience at the moment. Many of us are aiming to raise our vibration in order to attract that energy that will blend with our own, so that we have a vibrational match and not just settle.
Yes.
So from ourselves and from many of the customers we speak to, we know that there's an intense longing to belong, to find our tribe right now.
Yes.
So
yes.
The 10 of Cups says a lot, just in the imagery alone, whether it's pets. And I loved what you said about plants as well.
Yes.
Because they have that special energy, and trees, and
yes.
And sometimes we've allowed a plant to die with a tree. We haven't watered it, for example, by mistake, and we feel bad because it too has an essence and a soul. And I'm sure many of us relate to that.
Yes, and trees are, well, it isn't fully understood yet because there is no quantifying or measuring the energy of trees, but they are the most sentient beings on the planet Earth. More sentient than the humans. So they are what allows you to belong. And if there is a longing to connect with someone in another part of your world, that sense of belonging, if you touch a tree, the tree will send the vibration to the place in the world where that individual is, and you will connect through the energy of the tree, because they are the great connectors in your world. And that is why there is so much to be said for touching a tree and a plant. Yes?
That's a lovely lesson for today. Thank you, Theresa and Cynthia.
Yes. So the other card that you drew, that your guides suggested, tell us about it.
That yearning to belong. This is from my ancestors, messages from the ancestors
Yes.
oracle deck. And I think the imagery says it greatly. There's one individual there that almost feels like he's been thwarted from the tribe. So he's seeking his tribe, or the vibration of a tribe he may belong to. So
Yes.
from the wording, when that sense of belonging eludes you, know that the place where your ancestors reside, and to where you will return one day, once you've completed your earthly tasks, is your primary home. Because many of us feel that this is our primary home, and that longing is telling us that the spirit world, where the ancestors and guides reside, is our true home.
Yes. And beautiful imagery as that individual goes towards the light, the greater light of the sun, rather than the light of a temporary fire. Yes?
Well put. Yeah. Lovely. Lovely.
Beautiful. So know that all of you do belong. And it's just that you have changed your vibrations. You're resonating with different individuals now, but that doesn't mean you can't find your tribe. And so we leave you then with our great and unconditional love for all of you.
Thank you, Theresa and Cynthia.